Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Victory Road series, hosted by the Lost Mine podcast. It's me, Landon, and I'm here with Lucas. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. Hello.
So, yeah, this match, we've got Fiona versus Caitlin. So this is going to be a Lost Zone Giratina with the Roaring Moon against a Gardevoir. Yeah, so going to see Caitlin going first here, starting the Zacian. Not the best thing to be doing as your starter.
But I mean, you actually have a justification of using Roller Sword.
Yeah, like you can roar, like you can, starting Zacian, you can attack going second, I guess, pretty easily.
Which is actually not bad. When you see Blind Comfey, you probably should attach to the Zacian.
Yeah, I would like to say like just some notable things about Caitlin's list that might be a little different.
We're actually seeing a Caitlin in the deck.
Yeah, that's true. That's a cool thing to be playing. No Jirachi here, only Cresselia. So Jirachi's really good against Sableye. We're not seeing that here. Cresselia was kind of your way of dealing with Lost Box before Paradox Rift. Was effective enough then, so I think it's just like a little bit less of a hard tech for Sableye.
Yeah, a bit of a lighter tech.
Yeah,
I love that Caitlin is prize checking. Prize checking is a huge dump.
Yeah, we do love seeing prize checking. And then, yeah, double collapsed as your stadiums are really nice.
Nice.
Playing Lux Cape plus Screamtail.
The list is really clean.
Yeah, it's a nice list. It was on the screen earlier, so sure you've had an opportunity to see it.
Thing is, if for people who don't know what Caitlin does, is it's not really been a card that got a... Has it gotten a Limitless page? It might have gotten a Limitless page.
I don't think it has.
But Caitlin is, put as many cards to the bottom of your deck from your hand as you want. Draw as many cards as you put to the bottom of the deck.
Yeah. So you can just order your deck, basically, once you have it all in your hand.
And then you Iona-proof yourself.
Yeah, so I think it's a little too niche. We were testing with Caitlin yesterday at Lucas's place, and I think she's decided to cut the Caitlin at this point. Just for, I think it was another research or something. Just like a more versatile like supporter that's going to help you in the early turns.
True.
And yeah, now we're over to Fiona.
How many Pokemon were in Fiona's hand?
I don't know. But I have one more thing to say about Caitlin's turn. Smartly getting the 60 HP Ralts to start, because evolving that right off the bat makes your Ralts more prone to living Sableye later in the game. That's true. Especially with no Jirachi, it does actually matter quite a bit.
Yes.
Fiona also prize checking? Wow.
Nice. We got a double prize checking game.
And I'm just looking at Fiona's list, playing Tina.
Playing the Roaring Moon instead of the Greninja.
They're playing a Professor Turos in their deck, which is pretty interesting. A couple cups of Pokegear.
2 Cramorant, 1 Sableye.
Yeah. So yeah, a bit of an interesting list. Seeing the Cramorant here. Poking Zacian's pretty nice, just because it makes it pretty much impossible to one-shot anything with.
It means Caitlin has to collapse Stadium at.
Yeah. So yeah, we'll see what else we see from Fiona here. Interesting to think, like, you said how many Pokemon did Fiona have in their hand. Vipping pre-selecting could be... Oh, never mind. They have so
many Pokemon.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking about, because if you don't have enough Pokemon in your hand, then you want to flower selecting before VIP pass, because you don't want to thin the Pokemon out. You want to hit the Pokemon. So in this scenario, if there was no Tinas in Fiona's hand, she would have flower selecting first, trying to hit either the Comfey or the Cramorant to open another slot for your VIP pass.
Yeah. Yeah, but now we're just digging for energies / Colress. Oh, there's a Colress.
Nice.
I think that was a pretty easy choice. I saw Fiona like really thinking about Cram versus Colress.
Double VIP. No, you probably keep one.
No, I think you're binning both here.
I think what are you getting one. I want Radiant Gren.
She has Nest Ball in hand already.
Oh yeah, no. Pitch the double VIP. Pitch the double.
Although we already have double Tina V in hand, so it's not a huge deal.
Actually, very true. And the Nest Ball is good for the later game.
To hold it. Yeah.
So I kind of like this play from Fiona.
I don't know if you're setting up double Tina V star here, or double Tina V though.
I think you're putting down...
Yeah, you're definitely putting down 1.
Might be worth to put down 2.
Because you have Roaring Moon, right? And that's like pretty close to
that's
just
better
than...
something you can put down on the bench.
Yeah, because it hits for Dark Weakness, so it does one-shot anything as just a basic.
Yeah.
So I think 1 Tina V is fine, because you don't want to be in the spot where you're getting counter-catchered / bossed for game in the late game. Like twice, they can take the 2 prize knockout on your active Tina V star and then boss the other one. Could be quite silly.
They gotta go back to the pond, man.
They do gotta go back to the pond.
They're a silly goose. Woo!
That's right. So we're eyeing up Radiant Greninja. Curious if you really need 3rd Comfey here.
Probably don't need it. But Fiona is going to get it. Is going to get it.
I really hope they plop that ninja down.
No.
Okay.
No!
Oh dear. Yeah, I think Radiant Greninja is definitely better than third Comfey there. Radiant Greninja just like draws you 2 cards every turn, pretty much regardless, as long as you draw one of your like 14 energies or whatever.
And Caitlyn does not play Path, so.
Yeah. So Rope here.
I mean, that was pretty obvious. My bad. Honestly, a Path and Gardevoir could be kind of cool.
I don't like this promote from Caitlyn. I think you promote the memory skip every time.
True.
Because you just want the memory skip to be gone.
You also.
Or actually, no, I think Caitlyn's right.
I was gonna mention that. I think that it's good to keep the memory skip one.
Yeah, because you're evolving the Curlia and then you're super rotting back the 70.
Exactly.
Yep. Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
I'm wrong.
Yeah.
So yeah, Fiona's just kind of mulling over the options here, seeing what we can do. I don't know if we hit Cram Hit. I see a severe lack of
energies.
Yeah, no Jet, no switch switch cards.
No Tina V. I don't know if I like that.
I mean, there's consideration because you're not like attacking with it next turn, but you're just opening yourself up to getting Iono'd here.
Yeah.
And that's like pretty well gonna happen. Like Gardevoir plays 4 Iono, so it's
you're gonna get Iono.
Very likely. And then I don't know how many Curlias were prized, but Mirage Step is potentially an option here.
Yeah.
All right, so yeah, Caitlyn, we're looking.
I like that Caitlyn decided to promote the 70 HP Ralts and kept the refinement on the bench, as it allowed for a higher chance of the memory skip Ralt staying in play the entire game.
Yeah, yeah.
Very good min-maxing from Caitlyn.
Yeah, curious how many Curly were prized here. There's those, like, I've seen the argument of, like, sure, you can evolve a Curlia before Mirage Stepping, because you get 3 Curlias in play at the end of the day, but you get an extra refinement, because you have 1 in play earlier.
Yeah, true. So the
but
argument...
we're not stepping here, we got the candy.
Yeah, boy! Nice skill effect there. Let's go.
Yeah, boy. I want to get everyone's longest yeah boy in the comments. How many Y's can you put in your message? So yeah, we're seeing, there's the Jet energy of the Iono, there's all the other ones we're looking for. Greninja's back. Hopefully it sees the bench this time.
There you go. Okay, nice. So what do you think Fiona's dream turn is here?
I'm not sure. To be honest, Fiona's at a really rough spot to start here.
Yeah. I think the
Cram Coat the active is kind of all you really have.
I would like to see a Shuriken.
Really? I guess, yeah.
Sets up the Zacian and kills the Curlia.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind that. It's just, can you hit that? It's pretty hard as Tina. You're only playing 3 waters, so you need to draw...
Is Fiona playing 3 water?
Oh, she's not playing water. Remember?
Oh, yeah, Roaring Moon.
Playing Roaring Moon.
My bad.
Yeah.
Okay,
This is why I've 180'd on the Roaring Moon deck. I thought it was better than Greninja until I noticed that you don't get to play Greninja anymore.
Yeah, Millen Shuriken's a pretty good attack.
Yeah, even just the option of it, like threatening them to bench Manaphy, like as soon as you see a dark, you just don't even think about Manaphy anymore.
Yeah. Min-maxing. We love benching Manaphy. We love feeding Sableye.
Yeah, true. Especially when, well, Fiona doesn't know this, but Caitlyn's not playing Jirachi either, so Sableye is kind of excellent.
Yeah. Getting rid of the
Tina
V-Star, yeah. Colress.
Fiona is only playing 2 V-Stars, though, so keep that in mind.
I like her sequencing, using Flower Slide, because one of the things we saw earlier was, in one of our previous videos that we posted, is that we saw some people play Pokegear before Flower Selecting, and this play is really nice from Fiona, as you're thinning 2 cards that are presumably not Colress before using Pokegear.
Yeah, that's true. I like that.
It's just heightening the odds of hitting Colress.
Yeah.
And Colress is like the reason the deck is good.
Yeah. You get lots of cards in your hand and lots in the Lost Zone. So that meets all of your goals.
Nice. Super Odd Gate Colress to hand? What did we bin? We bin Iono.
Iono Pokegear, yeah. I kind of like Iono, obviously. But do we have Roxanne's here? I'm just going to reference the list again.
Sounds
good.
We
We got 1 Roxanne, 1 Iono. So you do have hand disruption for later at some point.
Sounds good.
That does sound good, Lucas.
Does sound good. You play 2 Roxanne?
1 Roxanne, 1 Iono from Fiona here.
I like 2 Roxanne, but it's fine.
Yeah.
You have to make room for the cuts.
I'd prefer 2 Roxanne over 1-1 split, but...
And I would probably cut Turo.
Yeah, Turo's interesting. I mean, sure, you can tank with a Tina. And yeah, spit here just feels so bad. Yeah, Fiona's off to a really rough start. You have to like pressure Guardy, and if they kind of just get
not benching Tina V's here is pretty suspect.
Guardy shouldn't be ahead on prizes at this point in the game. Unique start of Zacian though, so that's a bit of like a anecdote to this game for sure.
Yeah.
So yeah, Caitlin's probably just gonna focus on there it is. Caitlin from Caitlin.
Putting
4
6
cards.
back.
I think that's 4.
I thought it was 5. Yeah, it's 4. Okay, wait, let's just see here. How many cards are we drawing with this? 2, 4. Okay, I'm just done.
Yeah, so yeah, Caitlin's just going to keep developing the board here.
As long as you're just doing that, there's very little chance that you lose the game.
Well, things can go wrong, but yeah, Caitlin's definitely looking quite advantaged in this position. Like I said before, though, Caitlin, cut the Caitlin, because if that was just a research there, it would have been a better card. So,
True.
I think the niche aspect of like ordering your deck late game for Iono is just kind of solved by just drawing more cards and thinning your deck.
True.
Okay, we also for Cress. I like that. Gives you like a really easy thing to promote off of Escape Rope.
And it also just lets you attack with it this turn.
Yeah, are we seeing that? Maybe Snipe Comfey is nice here.
I also...
Yeah, I like it. Cram does nothing when Cresselia is in the active. It's kind of sad.
Yeah.
Cresselia is like a bit of a beast, actually.
And it does force Fiona to KO the Zacian this turn, or else the Zacian is just out of range of everything. Zacian would be out of range for Sableye and...
I love that effect. It's so good.
Yeah, so...
Yeah, I like killing Comfey. It just takes options away. Like, when there's no Comfeys in play, it makes your Jets way worse. Your switch cards don't do anything because there's only one Comfey down. And, like, yeah, that Cram is stuck in the active right now. And it's not doing a whole lot to that Cresselia.
Yeah, not really.
2-shot in Cresselia feels really bad. But it's what you gotta do
I'm
sometimes.
liking that Caitlin is just forcing the Sableye this turn on the Zacian.
You're not forcing it,
Yeah,
but you're losing a pretty big opportunity by not targeting it here.
So Fiona on 10 here, we can see a Sableye pretty easily now. I think we have this. I saw the Sableye and the Psychic Energy in hand.
Yeah.
And we saw Switch.
I think there's the consideration, like, to maybe even Moon through the active this turn. Or, no, this is why I want Tina earlier. Because if you had a 280 hit point Pokemon in the active with Path taking the KO this turn, Caitlin has energy spreader on the board that can't be taken off, like all of them. There's at least one energy in play that's stuck. So benching that Tina V earlier would have been like a huge change to this game.
Yeah.
Like obviously lost impacting a Cresselia feels really bad, but like kind of what you gotta do. It's better than spinning it. Is that all we're seeing here? Is just spit?
We're seeing the Sableye thing. We're seeing this play, which I like.
If we're using Sableye, I would prefer it just killing active.
I would prefer killing Zacian, because then if Caitlin recycles the Cresselia, then it's just terrible.
Yeah, I don't know. You can't let Cress sit and play.
That's true.
Just kind of invalidates your deck.
Pretty much what we're saying here is that Caitlin is in an absolutely amazing position.
Yeah, there's like also the option of maybe like killing Curlia, putting 4 on like, putting 3 on the active, 1 on Zacian.
Yeah, boy.
Oh man, 1 on Crest. Like, yeah, you gotta put it somewhere.
I don't know if I like.
I would have just honestly put it all on Zacian.
Yeah, probably.
Just don't put the counter on Crest.
Just gives Caitlin options.
Yeah, Caitlin no longer has to put an energy on the active with Embrace to take the KO here.
On the Comfey, but like we do need to put an energy on Crest for the Sableye, and I think Fiona knows that.
Yeah.
So then Fiona can just spit.
Let's see, Reversal, yeah, is pretty dead. you're like actively ahead this game, so we'll see what we're recycling here, or if we're just embracing some energies in play. Okay, there's the collapsed. Oh, forgot about the Path. That's an important part of this puzzle.
Yeah, pretty important piece.
It just looks like we're lining up another Crest here.
Yeah, boy.
That's the play I was scared of. That 10 damage probably should have just hit the Zacian as well.
Yeah.
Because when you're forcing Caitlin to put so much.
Well, then Caitlin would have just KO'd the Sableye. If anything, I actually think Fiona's play was correct there, because then there's just a high amount of justification to kill the Sableye instead of just realizing that Cram.
That still forces Caitlin to put an extra energy on the active.
True. And I guess that like
Yeah,
gives you less energy to work
I
with.
think it was correct to put all 12 on the Zacian V. That's my opinion, at least.
I don't know. That play is kind of weird.
Yeah,
I kinda
Fiona's
like-
just kind of up against the wall regardless of what happens here. You're pretty toast, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. I wouldn't mind seeing a concede.
Yeah, like Gardevoir is not finishing a best of 3. Like, yeah, if it was me, I would have scooped already as Fiona.
There's not really much you're gonna be able to do.
Yeah,
Caitlyn still has 2 open. Like, Caitlyn still has 2 open Curlias that are just gonna turn to Gardevoir EXs if you kill the Gardevoir EX.
Yeah, plus we're kind of above needing reversal at this point because there's so many energies built up from Cress. So reversal's kind of moot anyways. Even if
What does
you
that
were
word even mean?
mute, it's like just not
Oh,
relevant.
mute. I
Yeah.
thought you said moot.
Yeah, I'm
thought you
pretty
said-
sure you pronounce it as moot. I don't know. I'll fact check myself later. I'm unsure.
I understood immediately when you said mute, but moot, I was like, what?
Little dictionary search for me later, I guess. Let's see. I just don't even know what Fiona's trying for this turn. I don't
even
really
see a
know.
play that works anymore.
You can just Lost Mine the active with Path
Yeah.
and hope Caitlyn whiffs. I mean, we do know Caitlyn only plays, what, 3 Path bumps?
Which is crazy.
Yeah, 1 Vacuum, 2 Collapse, so...
Yeah, boy!
I will laugh every time. It's so good. It's so good. So yeah, we're taking out Curly and putting 4 somewhere else. I don't know. I think you have to kill Cress.
Yeah, it's just causing too many problems. Can we message Caitlyn to play more Path Bumps, please?
Right now, no, we're not doing it right now.
Not right now, but like later.
Well, yeah, I think you're kind of, especially with the 4-path Tina now that a lot of people are on, you're actually just losing the stadium more.
Yeah.
Every time, even if you get to bump the path, like when they play it before you play a stadium. But 3 is mad sus.
Yeah.
I would like to see 4. Third, like 3 stadium is what I would be on.
Yeah, 3 stadium would be nice. Just triple collapse, Lamau.
Triple collapse is probably a little excessive.
Yeah.
Maybe like an artisan.
Artisan would be nice.
I still don't think Calamitous Wasteland is completely terrible in Guardy, but that's just me being quirky, I guess.
It would make one retreat Pokemon just worse. In general, in the Gardevoir.
It would. That is the text.
That is
Calamitous
the
Wasteland.
exact text.
Yeah, Caitlyn is.
Just winning the game.
Well, not entirely. If we see somehow this Gardevoir actually can't die to a 1-prizer, the only way that Caitlyn loses is if we see Fiona take a 1-prize knockout and then can boss KO the Guardy with the Roaring Moon. But that's a lot to hit, especially when you're very likely getting Ionode to 1
Yeah.
or 2 if you're trying that play. So yeah, Caitlyn, it's not entirely clear what they do this turn.
I don't think there's a stadium in their hand.
Yeah, no, there's a collapse. I see it.
Okay.
It's just like, you don't actually have to do that much. I wouldn't be that surprised. Just, no, a Moonglow for just the 2 is pretty bad. Okay, then we see the collapse, the bump. So Caitlyn has a singular path bump left, and there's already a path in Fiona's hand.
Mention the Mew.
Mew's interesting.
I think it's fine.
Yeah.
There's definitely a reason for it. It's just Roxanne proof.
Oh, I see it. No, it's just so Caitlyn can KO the active.
Oh, that makes sense. My brain gets it now. Yeah, boy.
I told you, I'm not gonna stop laughing at it. It's just funny.
Pretty good.
There's a lot of energies in play, but yeah, I mean the out exists of going Sableye active for knockout, boss Guardy EX for game. That is Fiona's line.
Fiona barely even has the cards to think of hitting that.
Yeah, you have to hit it. There's no Comphase, so you're not doing
You have to
that.
hit
Well, there is
Colress.
Comphase in hand.
And we scoop.
And a jet.
And we
No,
scoop.
there's no. We
Okay.
have Jet. We have Comphase.
We can,
We can hit Colress here, but I'm pretty sure Colress.
and then you need to hit Super Rod, Nest Ball, Gate.
Has the deck been shuffled since we saw that last Iono? Because there was a Colress in Fiona's hand before the last Iono.
I can't recall.
And is Fiona... Are they playing one Sableye out there? Yeah, one Sableye too is tough. You need your Rod. Yeah. We need to see a lot here.
Yeah.
I don't think it's happening. The top 2 cards need to contain a Colress, and then the next 5 need to contain Super Odd Nest Ball.
Mirage Gate.
You can negate.
Yeah, you do.
Oh, you do because we're attaching Jet. Yikes.
This needs to be pretty perfect flower selecting. Yeah.
What's the out
so
here?
much.
We're bossing?
Are we bossing?
I mean, the other out is Boss Mew, and then hope you just draw... I think we're only playing 1 boss, though. No, we have 2 copies of Boss's
Whoa!
Orders. Okay. The
Whoa!
out exists. The out exists.
Wow!
We boss Mew, and we somehow hit Gate Boss next turn. I do still like Jet here. You still need to see 2 more cards.
Chorus.
Cool, Rizzy, where are you?
And we
Okay.
don't scoop yet. That's a chorus, but we have to get rid of the gate.
I don't know. Maybe... I think we may still consider just bossing here. Because what are you more likely to hit off of? Are you more likely to hit Rod plus Nest? No. Oh,
Hit
Countercatcher's live. Okay, never mind. The Dream is alive. Do not discard Countercatcher. Please. Yeah.
Yeah, we can get rid of the Jet and the Tina V.
The Dream is alive. From Fiona here. We Countercatcher Mew. We take the KO. We boss KO Guard EX next turn with Roaring Moon. Really want to see it. Because yeah, we have I'm so the suspense is real whether the Countercatcher comes down.
Yeah.
I really want to see it. Catcher Mew.
And just hope that Caitlin's out of energies. And
Yeah.
backbone.
Also something to consider if you're a Fiona in this scenario, taking all of this time is really against you in these kind of whoa.
I mean, this is actually a similar play. Hope that we're out of energy. Do 110.
Kill.
You do 110 to Gardevoir. And then if we're out of energy, then when you retreat, we boss
Well,
it again.
we have 5, 6, 7, 8 energy in play. I mean, you could think maybe Caitlin is playing 9. We're down a reversal. Yeah, I don't think that was the move. I think the only out was Catcher Mew, hope you hit boss, KO Guard EX next turn. Curious what Caitlin's up to here. But yeah, Fiona is like so disadvantaged that it's very unlikely they finish a best of 3 now. And Caitlin can win this game and be happy that game 2 does not finish.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's very important to think into a lot of decks because Mew can be pretty slow with all their game actions, Guardy can be pretty slow, and Tina can be pretty slow. So you just need to be finishing games, and you're not scooping early enough. That can be troublesome.
That can be. That's something I struggle with. I don't scoop when I should.
Yeah, it's a kind of a hard skill to learn. Like it comes with a lot of time, just kind of knowing the trajectory of games, and also just like
I'm getting there.
Think of the percentage of like the
chance
game.
You win.
Yeah,
and
like,
then the percentage of chance you finish the next 2 games.
Yeah, so if you like have like in this game like a 5% chance to win, but you have like a 0% chance to finish the set if you don't scoop, then it's a pretty obvious choice, to me at least. Because Fiona needs to like, now that they've done this play, they don't really have any outs to win because they've denied themselves the boss Guard EX line. So Fiona was kind of live.
Okay, what was your line?
The line what I had, which would be game if you hit it, Countercatcher KO Mew last turn. You're at 2 prizes. Then the next turn you can set up Gate, Attach, Boss, KO Guardy EX with Roaring Moon. But that's just not an option anymore, unfortunately.
I see it now.
Yeah. Yeah, that was, I think, Fiona's only line. But Caitlin can kind of just do whatever to take a prize here, and then Fiona Laley has nothing.
Yeah. Roaring Moon does offer a couple of options like that, which is kind of nice. But Greninja would have been better in the early game.
Yeah. Like, Roaring Moon's nice just to be like, drop, take a KO on something, for sure. But I think overall, like, the option of Moonlight Shuriken's a little better. So we see the Attach Retreat. Okay. You know, I was going to be like, oh, don't Morinka Force, but yeah, that doesn't matter. Fiona's at 3 prizes. I like not giving up the draw support. Really spreading the energy around, though.
I'm not sure on if I like this play.
Lux Cape.
Because now if Roaring Moon KOs, like, what is your guaranteed way of hitting anything? If she just plays Manaphy down.
Well, yeah, that's true. Caitlyn is not having the Guard EX if this goes down. I don't think Fiona has revealed Dark Energy yet.
Yeah, she did. She discarded one.
Did she?
Yeah.
Okay. I was gonna say, if Fiona hasn't revealed Dark Energy yet, that's coming for like a wombo combo of a lifetime.
Yeah.
But yeah, Fiona also needs to hit Stadium here now.
Needs it so much. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, we need to hit Attach, Gate, Stadium, because you can't Frenzied Gouging, otherwise literally anything on the bench comes up and knocks you out.
Side shot for 30 with Mew.
Yeah, you can even just slap with Scream Tail.
That would be funny. What's a funnier attack name to announce? Slap or side shot?
I think Slap.
Slap.
Funnier.
Yeah.
So let's see. Fiona's in the tank here. Like, yeah, if you're Fiona, like, I'm gonna reiterate again, you're burning the clock down for like no reason. You've pretty much guaranteed lost the match at this point, unless you like actually knock Caitlyn game 2. You're not finishing a best of 3 ever.
Yeah.
Like, what are we at? 25 minutes of 50? Yeah. Yeah.
Half your time has been spent on.
Yeah, I think that is like a really under like explored aspect of the game. Is like I said, scooping and just time management in general. Just
It's becoming more and more of a thing.
especially now that clocks are like legal to just have out at the tournament. You don't have to bring your watch and like write down the time it started and all this. Like,
Now you just have easy access to the clock and stuff.
yeah, totally. I just think it removes any barriers to. I think it just removes like potential advantages that people could have for
It's good.
bringing a watch.
It's awesome.
Yeah, I'll just reiterate. Like, yeah, again, Fiona, scoop, please. This game is over. You're not finishing the best of 3.
If this game reaches 30 minutes, Caitlyn literally just has to think for every action.
Yeah, that gets a little sussy though. The rule book states that if you change your pace of play for the purposes of like abusing the timer, then that's illegal. So,
Okay, well then Caitlyn wouldn't do that.
yeah, all Caitlyn really has to do is play at a normal pace to not complete this match. So,
When I say think, I don't mean think for 15 seconds per action.
I know. Yeah.
Should I
What are we?
play this VIP pass when it would lose me the game? No, not talking about that.
What is Fiona up to? I just want to understand what Fiona's like thinking. Like, what do you think the out is here? Because like, I can see the turmoil of like, do I want to discard this psychic energy with concealed? Man, Fiona is taking a real long swim in the think tank here. Brought her snorkel and goggles, so
Maybe an oxygen tank too.
yeah, she brought full scuba gear to this think tank.
It's okay.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you're testing new decks and doing your thing. Gotta think about your stuff, but thinking can be disadvantageous to yourself at some point.
At some point, you just gotta be like, okay, I'm just gonna play random cards now.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, we skipped a little bit of some thinking and mulling over our options from Fiona here, but we've got a Super Rod now, so getting back to Sableye.
And
Caitlyn-
2 dark energies.
Caitlin's at 1 prize. What are we accomplishing with Sableye here?
The only play I see is Roaring Moon.
Yeah, there is no play. Like, anything you do, you lose as Fiona. Your slight sliver of the door crack being open is completely shut. The counter catcher on the wrong target last turn was just not the move. Okay, Fiona. Yeah, like I'm trying to be on her side and like see what the out is, but it's not there. It's not there.
There's no out.
Are we boss stalling something? Nothing can be boss
It's not
stalled.
gonna be boss stalled. Except for Gardevoir, if Caitlyn has a
Yeah, we boss Crest.
realization.
What do we
or
pass? Okay. You just what? We just retreat attack.
Yeah, boy! Yeah, boy, indeed.
So yeah, next game coming up here. See if Fiona can play real fast. Not sure.
We would need a lightning fast pace of play from Fiona.
Fiona's also chose to go second. Interesting strategy.
I mean, I think you know that there's a lot of time wasted and that you're just not wasted, but there's a lot of time used, and that you need to get a donk or something. Might
Yeah,
be
I mean, I guess that's the plan. But, like, yeah, I'll see what Fiona's got up her sleeve here. But she's got some work cut out ahead of her. Most definitely. But yeah, we got VIP for Caitlin. Setting up again, checking our prize cards. You love to see it. It's a very important skill to develop as a Pokemon player.
Is prize checking?
Yeah. Prize checking is
pretty-
huge. Especially when you're playing decks like Gardevoir where you're trying to check how many Curlias in your deck. If you're playing something like Lost Box like Fiona.
How many energies do I
Yeah, how
have?
many energies, how many Colress do I have left? Did I prize my 1F Pokemon? That kind of thing. So yeah, see what
Price
Caitlin's
checking
up
is
to.
very, very, very important in these Lost Zone boxes. As like, especially in the Tord Lost Zone box where you got like 30,000 one-ups.
Yeah, your whole deck is 1-ofs. That one's a real important deck to prize check with. Getting Mew, interesting to see Mew here. Kind of just depends how bad Caitlin's hand is. I think Mew can be quite a bit of a liability against Sableye decks just because it's a 60 hit point basic. But if it's not in play at the same time as 60 HP rolls, it's not a huge deal. It's only when there's 2 60 hit pointers in play at once that it can get pretty dicey.
Something I would like to see from Fiona here is maybe trying to cut out all the shuffling of the opponent and maybe try to, just cut instead. Maybe a mash.
This is like a great example of just being aware of the timer. Because, you're not finishing 2 games here unless something really astronomical happens.
Yeah.
Yeah, seeing Caitlin further develop the board. I'm just kind of interested, like, why she hasn't considered Mirage Step at all. Maybe it's because she prized multiple Curlias. I guess if you just have triple Rod Set, it doesn't matter.
That's probably what you think, yeah.
Yeah.
And you know that Fiona has no real threat.
Nice Colress off the top.
Moonlight Shuriken, so your setup's going to be fine no matter what.
Yeah. No Shuriken is a big deal. Just knowing no Shuriken, you don't have to bench Manaphy. Think if Caitlin's bench has to have a Manaphy here.
It's
It's
insane.
way worse.
It's way, way, way worse.
Her bench state, or your board state, is just way, way worse. So off these 5 cards, one of them is Roaring Moon. We know that.
So, Gate and
Boss, that's a boss.
Boss going.
I saw the
to
little
Boss.
tip of Cyrus's hair in the full art. Taking Cram, Colress, Roaring Moon.
Roaring Moon? This hand's not very good for Fiona.
No, this hand is pretty bad. We need to flower selecting into an energy or more Pokemon. What do we
Okay, come on, Fiona, show us. Show us.
got? Yeah, it's really hard to see when you don't show anything. Okay, Bidding
Yeah,
Jet, so the
so
other
that-
card has to be pretty good.
Mirage Gate.
Oh yeah, you have to take the gate there. You don't feel very good about it, but
You've already been to Gate.
please bench Greninja, Fiona.
Please. I would have even considered throwing away second Gate and trying to dump Jet, but then you just lose.
Yeah, you only have 2 gates. You're not winning the game with 2 gates, especially
You
if one's
could.
prized.
Yeah, you can. You can go Roaring Moon Tina and then Sableye, Cram.
I guess you're playing against an Iono deck and you're trying to fish for one of the 2 gates in your deck that are left. Nice sequencing. I love playing the supporter before the refinements, especially if you have concealed, refinement, and mysterious tail after this Iono. So you're seeing like 12, 14, literally 20 cards this turn with the 3rd refinement Curlia.
Yeah.
Never prized. Let's go.
Let's go. Noted. I mean, I think we just see a Cresselia onto the Comfey here.
Oh, you're assuming Caitlin attacks this turn. I don't think attack is happening.
Oh, wait, I'm dumb. Oh my gosh, I just assumed that we had Mirage stepped already for some reason.
Yeah, I like this like not evolving the Curlia yet. You can wait till the very last second to evolve the last Curlia, because
We see Rare Candy,
yeah.
so now we have it.
Do we have Guardy EX in
We
hand
have,
now?
we have Ultra Ball.
Do we?
I think. No, that was a Lux Cape. I was thinking it was
Yeah.
Plasma Freeze Ultra Ball.
I think that was a research and a rolls. So yeah, we have dig of 6 here.
Ultra Ball.
Yeah.
I like how Caitlyn just doesn't even need to see the other cards.
Yeah, she knows what she's looking for this turn.
It's a very good habit to get into. It's just like knowing for sure what you're trying to find, and then as soon as you find it, just, I don't have to see the other 2 cards. Very minute time saving.
Yeah, I mean, Caitlin is being very nice to Fiona by saving time here, because Caitlin in every way is incentivized to play slowly, but we're seeing some good,
Good
sportsmanship. Yeah,
Going into the Gardevoir EX, not
I mean-
Cresselia, but I mean, that's fine.
I'd prefer Lunar Blast here. Well, maybe not, because then
I
you're...
prefer Moonglow Reverse.
You're really like committing energy to this early. Wish you guys could see us dancing to the yeah boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, Fiona is this is rough. This is not how you want to start game 2. There should be a Radiant Greninja on her bench, just by the way. She did choose not to bench that. I don't see any downside to that being down. I think Caitlyn would be more incentivized to consider Moonglow Reverse if the Comfey was on the bench.
Yeah, true.
But it's not really something.
Caitlin's disrupting the setup already.
Yeah, exactly.
And if Fiona doesn't Roaring Moon here, you can just Cresselia some of the damage you already put on.
Yeah, that's right.
So that's very nice.
Because we have 20 on Mew, we have 60 on Gardevoir, and then you only need like 2 more energy put somewhere. So 1 on Cress and then 1 on like a Curlia. Nice jet value here. It's just like, yeah. When you have like a pretty lackluster turn 1 as these LostTina decks, and then you lose a Comfey, you kind of feel like you're just like a card or 2 short the whole game a lot of the time.
I feel that too.
Yeah, especially now, like, Fiona had Radiant Greninja. Now she's probably going to Nest Ball for it. Like, I would not be surprised to see her Nest Ball for Radiant Greninja here. Or another Comfey, I guess, but...
I would have benched Radiant Greninja, no hesitations.
Yeah, I think that was game 1. She also chose not to put Greninja down off the VIP, remember? Yeah.
Yeah.
So Fiona...
I wonder what her reasoning is.
Yeah, for whatever reason has an aversion to putting Greninja in play.
Maybe frogs scare her.
Yeah, maybe we're scared of frogs. Gotta pick a different deck then, because Greninja is in a lot of decks.
Gotta
in both
pick
decks.
a different
It's
game.
in Gardevoir.
You gotta pick a different game.
Yeah, the frog is ever present. I think it's funny how Greninja's tail, or its tongue, is literally its scarf. Like, imagine if your tongue was just literally wrapped around your neck at all times, just waving around in the air.
Man, you would be tasting the air so clearly.
Yeah. It's like when... I don't know. I'm not going to elaborate on that.
It's like when what?
Okay. So we see retreat into the second Comfey here. It's an interesting choice. Path or Dark.
Probably Path.
You need paths, but you also need your energies. So we'll see how this goes with this decision.
I would have maybe picked Path. I would maybe pick Path here. Yeah, I think I agree with Fiona's decision here.
Okay, so there's the Path. I hate to break it to Fiona here, but Path doesn't do a lot when your opponent has a powered up attacker in the active.
Sure, it's okay. Maybe it keeps Gardevoir EX in play. Keeps Gardevoir EX in the active, maybe. But not even. You would just retreat the Crest and, I don't know, tank.
I don't know in hand. I think we've already played Chorus, though, right?
Here we have.
Or I don't think that was turn 1, I think, actually. Yeah, we have Iono live.
True. Never mind. I'm dumb.
Have we attached for turn already? If we haven't, I would have liked to attach. No, we jetted at the Comfey in the active. Yeah, Cramorant was in the active at the start of this turn. I would have like suggested attaching for turn to Comfey if we hadn't already attached, but this hand is nice. We got Colress for next turn. We have a Roxanne maybe for later, and we got another Path. So, ooh, the counter catcher is also like kind of a sick thing to consider. Do we snipe a Curlia here? Because like 110ing this Gardevoir does actually nothing. I like sniping Curlia off with a... Come on. It's there. You're going to do it.
Go on, do it.
Fiona. Yeah! Picked the wrong one, though. Should have killed the Ralts with a 60 hit points.
True.
Yeah, boy!
Yeah. I mean, that's a pretty small difference, but just maybe making that 60 HP Ralts come into play at some point later.
Would be good.
Yeah.
It would mean that you could kill Mew and the memory skip.
That's
if,
especially because I don't think Caitlyn would be putting the 60 HP Ralts in play because there's already a 70 in the discard. But
True.
It's just like we said, slight min-maxing, right?
If Caitlyn had a brain aneurysm.
Yeah, just decided to put 60 HP in Ralts, then it's fine. But I don't think it's happening regardless. But it was technically correct to do it that way.
Yeah.
So we got 5 cards for Fiona and 5 cards for Caitlyn. Seeing the Screamtail. Curious what Screamtail's for. Maybe we're just thinning a card here. Very possible.
I mean, what do you think Fiona's trying to accomplish this turn?
I really don't know. I'm not sure what Fiona's really trying to do here. Like, what? Are we gonna 110 the Gardevoir? Like, we're not developing Tina Bees. So, we haven't seen a single Tina Bee down either game. And
It's kind of crazy.
yeah, like
Fiona's maybe scared of dragons too.
maybe.
Maybe she's scared of frogs and dragons.
Then you're really playing the wrong deck. But yeah, like if Caitlyn,
What do you think her reasoning would be behind not benching Tina V?
maybe scared that Caitlyn just has really easy access to Gust and killing them, but like by that,
You would bench them on turn 1.
yeah, you bench them on turn 1 to evolve them faster, right? And then you have the path plus your hand disruption combinations to kind of slow that down a bit.
Yeah.
But like Caitlyn just prevents the 140 hit point Arcana or the Cresselia, and like with one Sableye, you just don't have answers to those one prizers even. So
Yeah.
yeah, I don't see.
And you only have Roaring Moon.
Yeah, and Roaring Moon only has 230 hit points, right? So it's just not.
It's gonna be return KO'd.
It will always be KO'd. Not that like Giratina V-Star won't be.
It's
But-
much harder to KO.
Like in game 1 when we saw all those energies spread out, like I'm sure Caitlyn would have adjusted her play a bit if there was Tina's down, but like it would have been very hard for Caitlyn to take a KO on a Tina V-Star with a path in play.
In
with
that
like
situation that she was in.
yeah, with like energies on like 4 different Pokemon, right?
Yeah. Well, not really, because you just one's getting knocked out and then you're retreating another one, and then you're fine.
Yeah, but still, like you need, and like Caitlyn was ahead on prize cards, so she didn't have reversal. She would have needed 6 plus 2 more, 280. Yeah, having 8 when there's 4 energy on your bench is pretty hard to like collapse your own stuff early, which is totally at play, but like collapsing away your Guardian lines feels pretty
It's
bad.
pretty bad just to get rid of energies.
Whew. Big research.
Nice. That's a negative high five.
True. Got a retractive previous high five in life. So, see what Caitlyn's course of action here. Literally a pass from Fiona is like just the furthest thing from what you want at this stage in the game. Caitlyn can just kind of run circles around Fiona, I think, at this point.
I think the only way you win this game is now just gusting. Oh yeah, never mind. Okay. Never
Gust
mind.
rating, yeah, Gust rating Grinch, I hope it sticks.
Or gust like a 1 prize or 2 retreat costs and hope that a Gardevoir EX, like a path sticks so that you can't accelerate a retreat.
Yeah, but
But now Caitlin's
Problem
playing
with
with that.
problem with that is Caitlyn won game 1. So you're just timer stalling to a loss.
Well, you would Sableye.
Oh yeah, that's true. I guess Sable the bench. That works. Jirachi not present. So we get a really clean Moonglow
Nice.
for knockout.
Yeah, boy!
I mean, yeah, absolutely no difference targeting the bench there, but
Fiona will be turn 1, so this will be a win for Caitlyn.
yeah, totally. Unless Fiona can magically take 5 prize cards in 2 turns, which she can't.
It's okay.
Yeah. Maybe some takeaways of this match is really be aware of the timer.
Yeah, I
'cause
agree.
Fiona should have scooped probably 15 minutes earlier in game 1, and then game 2 was not really playing any faster or slower, which is good, but yeah, just be aware. Like, if you don't want to ask the judge, maybe wear a watch, write it on your notepad. Just know how much time is left.
Yeah, that's really, you just have to be aware of the timer.
Yeah, it's just a big part of the game set / rules we play in. So
Yeah.
maybe something that would be new to a lot of like local players that have just only gone like league cups and league challenges, because those are all best of 1, but all regionals, all internationals, all world championships are all best of 3. So it is actually quite a bit of a difference.
And it's nice. It's a good difference.
Yeah, best of 3 is eternally better. Anyone that thinks we should have best of 1 regionals is a little crazy.
Yeah,
I do not support that opinion.
me neither. Best of 3 is so nice.
Yeah.
Oh, I bricked game 1. Guess I'm out of the Japan Champion League.
Yeah, best of 3 just encourages the more skilled player to win the match more
And I
often.
mean, it's fair for Japan because there's so many people and there's so many rounds.
Yeah, like it would be like a logistical nightmare for Japan to run best of 3 because they have like 3,000 players. It would take forever. But for here, we've managed best of 3 for this long. Double Pokegear whiff is rough. Oh no, first one hit Turo. I'm really curious what the Turo's for.
I think it's just so that you either in the Lost Sun Mirror can pick up something, or just hit with the Tina and then pick it.
Yeah, I remember like Penny saw play in Lost Box at one point as a 1-of because it was kind of a bit of a coal risk because you can like Comfey, use another flower selecting, and then it resets the Comfey. And also like that list was playing Halucha.
I'm gonna be honest, I do not remember mine. I do not remember Penny being in Lost Sun Mirror.
It wasn't in like everyone's, but I've seen it played before in Lost Zone. If you're like playing Halucha as well.
Yeah.
So I could maybe see the line, but I think every turn you play Turo, you probably would rather play Colress or Boss. So
Maybe.
So yeah, we're just spit innocently here. It's definitely not winning the game. We're seeing a boss on Screamtail.
If anything here, I'd actually just... If this wasn't time, I would just like to see it pass.
Pass?
If that wasn't time,
No,
I
you
would like to
definitely
see
still
it pass.
poke the crest. Like, you need to damage the crest. Like, 110 in Cresselia is fine.
Like, if this wasn't time, there would be a small chance.
QC collapsed. I'm curious if Caitlyn just, like, chooses to pass here. We're just progressing the game as if there was no time call, but... Yeah, any other takeaways you can think of from this game? Caitlyn's play was really tight. Caitlyn's
a great player from our local scene.
Yeah.
I don't really know. Just try to keep aware. Just try to be aware of the timer.
Time management. So yeah, that was round 4 of our Victory Road Series tournament. So yeah, we'll be back with round 5.